All right, we back on with it. Time for the rate decision. Alrighty, let me minimize some of this stuff. Studio. Whew. Just got done at the gym. Fire workout. Look at that, we just straight on dumped. Back to the previous low, and we're still going down. Let's see what screen am I on. Charting, perfect. Let's see what NASDAQ. If you ask me, I'm kind of liking this entry. 15662 area. Don't want to be holding going into the rate decision. And we are hovering above pre-market lows on the 5-minute. Pre-market lows are about 15,550. Just below, in between 15,540. Nice little jump on the S&P there. I don't know what we want to be trading going into the rate decision. Just eating some food after the gym. looks like we're gonna get stopped out of this trade. Trying to rush into this coming back. Yep. All right. I'm gonna take profit there. I don't even know if I had the NASDAQ chart open. Whoops. All right, this is ES. Okay. There we go. Got them both up. Is that adjusted now? Yeah, I just took a little scalp off the on that NASDAQ trade. Off the resistance around 64. And then down to 55 about. Now I'm just waiting on the rates. I'm gonna get off this screen here. All right. Charting. Honestly, this was a pretty good resistance level, the 65 area, to just hold with the stop right there at 67. But we got 6 minutes to the rate decision, and I am not holding into that. I don't even know if Apex is allowing you to hold into that. But if I could, I would just target off this low around 43, 44, 45. Around that on NASDAQ. Another 10 points down, $200 on a contract. And potentially lower, but potentially down to like, I don't know, 15,500. But Not much right now. I'm sweating like a storm for my workout still. Hmm. You guys see this yesterday? This bull flag up, bull flag, and then just all the way up past the 168, 161. I mean, dot eight. I do my Fibonacci retracements backwards. I don't. I do it as not a retrace, but a boat trace. I don't know what that'd be called, but I do it going up. So like I see it inversely. That way I can map out like to the upside. I like doing these levels. We've got S&P climbing up a little bit. Really kind of just had this double bottom here. And we're holding it so far. Support mostly around here. 4,581. We've got 3 minutes to the rate decision. 3 minutes. I don't remember for sure if it was the last one or the one before, but I briefly feel like I recall one of the last couples just being dead. Like it didn't really move much, didn't move the market much, and I was super disappointed with that. This happening a little bit right here. Little trend support. These volume wicks down. You'll see like a little snap down and absorption. Where else? I mean, I noticed the main one, that was a low volume, but the main one over here, that was nuts. Snap down, back off the resistance, and then down. It's really making me think that we've got some downside coming through these lows. Who knows? Didn't mean to rhyme, but I tend to do that sometimes. Huh. That time I did. You know, on the daily also though, it's looking like a cup and handle. Bada bing, bada boom. Having that entry at 15,565 on the Nasdaq, that would have been a good hold. Looks like we're waiting to go down. We've got 25 seconds about. And I'm seeing some downward push right now. Zoom in on these charts, get a good stance going. Seeing some volume. Oh, wow. All right, looks like the rate decision is hit. Let's see. Okay. This is just a shit show on the NASDAQ. All right. They raised interest rates by 0.25. 25 basis points. All right, we got interest rates going up again. All right. This is interesting. Hmm. I very well wouldn't be surprised for a tap on this high and then back down. And I'm going to do one just in case. Hmm. Right now, we're just patiently watching. Patience, patience, patience. Hmm. We're doing a little risk off here. Playing a reversal play just based off of the resistance from earlier. We also have this channel at 4,590. Let me finish the rest of this. Greek yogurt and granola. So delicious. Joking. But it's a good little post-workout meal. All right. Let's see if ES hits on this. Looks like we might have gotten a reversal right there at the VWAP area. As of now, we're only going up. Looks like this trend line has been pretty good display of support. I was looking if we had a reversal play off of this, but this might be a nice little play to the upside here. There ain't no telling right now. Ain't no telling. Hmm. Hmm. So I tend to not take these trades as much, which is what I'm waiting on, which would be like more of a reversal. I've got a good amount of profit on the day. I mean, I'm really not too concerned with it. And I just like that we've been establishing resistance up there. We'll see as we get closer. I might close and cancel the trade out before it hits if it keeps climbing. Kind of just get a feel for it as we go up. But yeah, 25 basis points as a raise. Let's read about it. So it's the inflation data is just putting some pressure on the FOMC. Not much right now. So I guess they're signaling a potential end to hikes, supposedly, is what I'm reading. Hmm. Looks like we're just consolidating right now. We are right about the high of August 2007. If that doesn't tell you something. Decision on a pause was not made today. Noted. Meeting statement. Let's see. Fed's just focused on achieving its 2% inflation goal. Hmm. So we're just waiting on Powell to come on in about 21 minutes now. See what he has to say, and we're gonna listen to that and see how we feel. But as of right now, that's interesting on the hike. All right. S&P breaking upwards out of this consolidation here. Heading to VWAP. NASDAQ is doing the same upwards, pushing up on the 15,600 area. which has been a pretty strong resistance or support. And it's right around VWAP too, which is pretty significant. Looks like we're pushing up, but getting some resistance. Still pushing though. Alright, now we're just gonna wait patiently 19 more minutes for this meeting. Mm, I don't know if I want to be in this. I'm gonna get out of that. I'm not trying to play a resistance. It's just risky. We soaked all this up and we're going up. If it hits, it hits. I'm not too worried about it. Why try to play reversal? You know, it's oftentimes too trading where it happens once, it happens twice. Third time, it'll just get you. They'll they they know everyone just thinks it's a definite thing where this is just resistance, and then they're like, "Whoa, gotcha," and they'll break through. All these stop losses will hit, and you'll just see shot up. Right. Just waiting for Powell here. We got about 25, 26, or 15, 16 minutes, I mean. Chop, chop, chop. Look at this. No clear direction. pull up the. Oh, we've got the trading chart loaded, and we are at currently 440 on the day in profit, 51,064. I'm gonna move back to the charting screen. I'm gonna change into some shorts really quick. I'm burning up in these pants inside. Be right back. All right. We are back. I'm gonna turn this fan up. Sweating from the gym. Look at that. We're holding this channel. This channel has been insane all day, always just getting pulled back. Sometimes when you notice stuff like that, you just take a low outside of the channel, and if it's a right trade, and then let it ride till it's back in. Nasdaq did a nice little bounce above the just above 15,600. Right off this previous fib I had from yesterday mapped out. This wedge in the morning. That would have been a good trade, and then just right here. Gonna get that off. Did I duplicate it? Yeah. Oh. We're gonna pay attention to S&P right now, though. All right, all right. Little over 10 minutes, if Powell's on time. Break up again. Watching for this little head and shoulders area here. Zoom in. But this is doubtful because this is the bottom of the channel. Right about 56 or 86, I mean. I have a feeling we come back up. Interesting, on the 1 hour, how it's been like break to the downside, started small and then gotten bigger wicks. It's like a ice cream cone. I don't know if that's a trading pattern, but just going by trading patterns alone, it's not the best way to do things. At least for me. Do what works for you, I guess. Still showing some strength for now. I mean, we're going up. Everything below that initial 2 o'clock candle, or at the 2 o'clock candle, was absorbed. So, no reason to get short yet, or at all. And I'm not finding any reason to get long right now. So, a whole lot of nothing. Get a little touch off the 200 SMA. Just killing time here. Killing time. Oh, I completely forgot to change my avatar. Put a background on him. Where's this? Here we go. Panda Panda. I'm going to extend this just because we've been respecting this trend line. So I'm going to utilize it for now. Looks like we're dipping back below this channel. Let's see what we got going on here. take a trade. Why not? Yeah, it's looking like some downside. And I had the right idea playing the top of this channel, but I should have done the actual channel at 45.90. So I kind of missed this little trade at 4,584 on there. That's kind of where I would have taken it, 25 cents above. So 4,584.25. Now we're tapping on this support, so kind of see what happens here. Probably would have just in and out. 4584 to this support level here. What up, Hefe? You're back. Oh, and right back up, man. This low support and this high resistance is just playing the cards today, playing the whole chart. Let's look over at Nasdaq. I'm not gonna be taking anything yet because we have Powell coming on in 2 minutes. 2 minutes here. Hmm. Today's just been a whirlwind of back and forth and no true direction. Chop chop. Days like this, you just gotta take the profit and get out of a trade. Hmm. Well, I'm just waiting for Powell right now. We got a minute left on this PBS News Hours. What I'm waiting for him on. I'll relay some of the stuff through the stream. Might be able to hear some of it through the audio though. Mm. I gotta pull up this book map here. So Powell looks like he's running late. It's 1:30 or 2:30. Not bad. And just waiting on him. Looks like the market kind of is too. So if we're looking at the book map, I'm seeing a lot of liquidity on the Nasdaq to the upside, seeing a good amount of contracts up at 15,675 or around 15,680, and then a lot more at 15,750. And then up wait, no. Liquidity is dissipating on the S&P just for Powell. So we're just waiting with everyone else. All right, Powell's on. Just discussing about how we're trying to bring inflation down to 2% and the 25 basis point hike that happened today. We haven't had this high of a rate since 2007. Pretty wild. Mm-hmm. Back in this channel, guys. Back above 4,586, just barely. Uh, and now we're climbing back in this channel. You know, this whole job growth thing is something's off to me because I know people looking for jobs, and I've known people looking for jobs for the past 7 months. Granted, it's somewhat specialty type of jobs, but there's just been a struggle for a lot of people. So this whole 200,000 jobs a month or whatever statistic is coming out, uh, something's off. Waiting for the beef, Powell. Deliver some beef. Make the market move. Hmm. Nasdaq's using 15,590 and maybe just above at 15,600 is a pretty good resistance today. Every play off of it has been pretty good. I'm not gonna pull it up right now because it's gonna mess up my hourly and 5 minute charts on the S&P, and I'm kind of focusing on the S&P right now. Inflation back to 2%, we know. Reducing securities holdings. Hmm. Yeah, mortgage rates, credit card rates, everything's going up. All right, we got the S&P pushing up a little bit here. I'm gonna zoom out. Looks like they're uncertain about potential rate hike pauses. Looks like so we got a break to the upside on the S&P. Kind of just chugging along here though. I mean, waiting to see what happens. It just broke above, and we had a pretty hefty volume spike. Hmm. Looks like we're trying to push up here. Definitely trying to get some upside. Nasdaq's pushing up to this 15,608 level. Just breaking above it now. And we're pushing up. Not in anything right now. I don't know, just not feeling it. Just not feeling it. And I mean, I'm at 400 something profit on the day now. If I don't take a trade, it's not gonna kill me. As you can see here on the S&P, we did establish a lot of support. Had a dip below the 2 o'clock rate decision and just soaked it back up. A lot of liquidity sweep. And as I mentioned earlier, the breakout of the channels to the downside and then bringing us back into the sideways channels, we had bigger breakouts to the downside, meaning that it's more likely that they're trying to sweep a lot more liquidity. So these little pops to the upside were just little fake outs and not really a liquidity sweep here. These downward breakouts out of 4,586 is just liquidity sweep back up. Liquidity sweep back up. This liquidity sweep. I mean, just seems to be soaking shares and we're skyrocketing now. Just tapped 4,600. Some momentum picking up. It's taking a lot of volume to push through. We're getting a lot of volume, which is intriguing to me. We just broke just above the pre-market high, it looks like. And I'm thinking we're gonna tap around 4,605 here. Yep. So this is coming up on yesterday's high. And just with the pre-market dip, it looks like we're about to soak these levels and then see if we can break through yesterday's high. Kind of see what happens around these levels. Yeah, no real reason to be short right now. Everything's just going up, but no real reason to chase this either. Especially coming up on we are at, I don't know if you can see, let me make sure the screen is on this. I think you can see in my cursor the The 15-minute chart is what I'm looking at right now. I'll adjust the 1 hour too. So the 1 hour is just coming up along this 4,604, and then everything above towards here is just wick ups. So up here is really just a big supply zone. So we kind of got to see what breaks out here, what happens if it breaks out. I mean, that's a pretty hefty wick on the 1 hour though. How many points is that? Let's see. Low is 4,577 and the high. So that's a 30-point wick. 32 now. Wow. I just tried to get in on a trade there. I tried to short it. It was a risky trade, but we had a Fibonacci level that I liked from yesterday. Tried to do a quick scalp, but I didn't get filled. Risky going short though. Just tight stops if I do something like that, very tight. But gonna give it some time. Back up. We're getting some heavy volume here. I'm gonna check out this book map. FOMC. Hi Faye. Trying to get me to blow my account here. So this 261 resistance is just, I don't know, it's kind of singing to me right now, but hmm. Hmm. Watch this play out, and I just kind of missed it, but it's all good. It's all good. I have what, 7 days to get funded, and I'm already 1/3 of the way, and it's been 2, so I just got to keep that up. Kind of watching the bigger time frame charts here to see what's going on. Not really listening to the Powell thing anymore. They're doing Q&A now. This 4,610 level was what I was looking for yesterday. It's still bullish to me, but this just volume spike and then decrease. Not a fan of. I mean, we're still pretty high right now, but just waiting. Where is the account on screen? So I'm not in a trade, so I don't have the account in. I can adjust it. Like my P&L, I'm guessing. I just kind of changed that for when I'm in a trade. So I took something a little earlier when I first hopped back on, and my P&L is at 440. But I keep it on this charting so you could see the 5 minute and everything, if that's what you were looking for. Hmm. Let's see the book map, see what we got going on here. We've got a lot of liquidity up at 4,610 and just above it. And the Nasdaq's got heavy liquidity bar at 15,700. Yeah. Sounds like candles going on right now, but I do not have anything. Hmm. Right. Looks like this would have potentially been a good short for like a reversal, but the reversal plays aren't something you want to take often because it can just be quick stop losses getting hit, and you never really know how much stop loss to give. You try to give a little bit, try to keep it tight so your loss isn't too much, and if you take too many of those, it'll just be stops it, stops it, stops it, and too much gradual loss. I think it's just going back down to this channel. I mean, I'm not seeing with this breakup, I'm not gonna short. And with how everything returns to the channel today, I'm not gonna go long. So I'm kind of at a loss right now. Where's the start of the day right here? Yeah, I'm just if the day continues like it is, we're gonna get another drop back below 4,592 or whatever, 91, and then into the 90s. But with this volume and momentum up, you don't wanna short. And then with the day's reaction to the movements back in the channel, you don't want to go long. All right, let's see if anything is showing better on NASDAQ. Hmm. Still got lower point of controls and just low volume on either side, up or down. All the volumes and centered around the point of control so far for the S&P, and it looks like for NASDAQ as well. Yeah. Powell's still doing some Q&A over here, defending his decision and the FOMC's decision. Can't speak right now. I mean, any normal day, I'd really want to take a. I really want to buy here, but not today. Even if we do see some upside, there's a good chance that we just go up to this resistance on 4,610 again. If we do break through this level, then I'll probably be more likely to consider a trade. But kind of just waiting to see how we react. Wait to see what happens here. Looks like a high possibility that we'll just bounce a little bit up, retest this level here, and then kind of go from there. Looks like he said the next meeting they're making a decision on whether to stop the rate hikes, I think is what I just heard. See, I'm just not seeing much still. Nasdaq looks like it's pushing up a little bit better than the S&P right now. But we had this strong volume and just couldn't break through. So I don't know. What's the point of control on the S&P? It's looking like I have it at 4,589, 88, somewhere along that area. Just a big supply zone above 4,605, 4,604 even. So this is where the supply zone kind of starts. We're heading back into it. And I mean, we're starting to break highs, so or we are breaking highs, so we kind of have to see. Man, we've just had, if you look at the daily, just multiple pop-offs like this, like one break above resistance pop, shot up, and then more resistance established here, similar like you, and then another break above resistance. And now we're doing the same exact thing here, like a U. And it's just like, are we just gonna dump here? Or we just gonna keep going up? Just going and going. Seeing some pressure down right now. All right. I'm gonna exit out of this Powell Q&A. I'm not getting any true benefit from that. Get back to the stream. I did one of these plays once with a couple positions. I remember it was my personal account during like a rate decision or something like that, and I was able to just do a really like small stop, and it just hit so perfectly. Very lucky. I consider that a lot of luck and not trades that I'd typically take, but I did one and I just was able to ride it and lower stop and back down. It was one of my better days. Flattening out with the volume again. Around 5,000, just under. Not dipping below this yet. Not breaking above this yet. Kind of just making a new zone here. Looking off of yesterday's on the 15-minute, it looked like the supply was like 4,602 up to these highs. So like we're just in this range yesterday, which accumulated and then just dropped. Dropped a little bit towards the end of the day and then dropped when the market reopened again at 6. Mm-hmm. See what's going on here. Absorbs back up. Wow. Some volume. Bulls are just like down, absorbed. Like nope. Whole bunch of none of that. This 1 hour here ended up closing still. I mean, just kind of definitely not bearish, but showing that this upside is risky play. It's fighting for it. See if it respects a little trend. Just nothing for me here yet. Looks like we're hopping over into power hour. See if we can get some movement. Orders coming in are just seeing size in both directions. All right, we've got a good amount of liquidity down here at 4,596. Looks like it's trying to act as either some support. Let's see if we can get down there or not. I think that we're holding below this. We're on the 15-minute I saw. This like resistance right here starting at 4,602, 2.25 kinda. Right around here. Hmm. Pushing up on this or pushing down on this liquidity, I mean to say. It's at 4,596. Testing it out. No breakthrough. NASDAQ. Not seeing much. Not really anything to chart there. Well, still not doing anything. Below this 4,600, below the 4,602 from that I'm looking at on the 15-minute from yesterday. But everything's still getting bought up for now. So, not taking anything. Oh, this is a fun wait here. Looks like we're right on this center for the pivot point, the price level or whatever. Looking that on the hour. Hmm. I'm gonna go back to the book map. Right. We're cruising along here. Kind of trying to get back into the range now. I got a bad entry on that. See what happens. I tried to get it right at the 95.5 breaking through the liquidity, but now I'm going to be aiming for, what was the channel? 90. So we're going to kind of just adjust with this. So this breakout level here, so we're going to put a bit break even. Oh, we tapped this here. Can hit the 200 SMA. I mean, I'm gonna take off at 88.25 if we can get down there. 88.5. All right. Looks like we can go a little bit lower too, but just taking that nice little trade for now. Keeping my profit going. Increased me to 720. Oh, wow. Okay. Back down to retest here. I should have gotten 2 contracts in. I would have been taking profit here. But once we got through that 4,596 liquidity that I was looking at on the book map, kind of broke through this breakout chop. Definitely got some downside. I was just kind of looking at this trend line and the 200 SMA there, and we had the point of control, so I'm content with my exit. Better to take some profit, and I ended up with a nice 300 on that trade about. So I'll take that. And looks like just a retest here. I mean, we're getting strength to the downside, and I'm seeing a dump. Yeah, here we go. How low it can go, how low can we go is the question. See, this is why scaling is important. I'm a little hesitant with the whole YouTube streaming thing. I want to make sure I'm putting on a good show for you guys, so I'm taking profit a little earlier. But once I get in the groove and everything, I'll be scaling up a little bit more, doing more than 2 contracts a trade, and kind of just taking some off on the way up or down, and letting others ride out. So that patience ended up really paying off, and we're having a good amount of volume spike here and then coming back above this. So I really would be like taking, depending on how many contracts, and I'd be taking almost everything off here, if not maybe leaving 1 on, and probably having the stop at about the low of this channel, whatever it was earlier. Let's see. The low of the channel was 4,586. Probably give it 50 cents, but this looks like it established some support with volume here. So it was a good trade to this previous support. We tried to break to the upside, and we saw the liquidity crack through here, which is why we got in the trade. So it was a good trade. I'm happy with it. I should have got a better placement around 4,595.5 right after that liquidity break at 4,596, but I still got in, I didn't, from what I saw, I didn't really have much of a trailing threshold on that trade. We kind of just went down from there, so there wasn't really a need for a stop even. And I could put my stop at break even at that point, and that's the thing you're looking for when you're going into a trade. So I'm content with that, and probably going to just be leaving it at that for the day. So I was at 625 yesterday, 723 today, and we're just cruising on up. It's gonna be an awful bore waiting those remaining days. I don't understand the whole seven days for an account, because if you hit your profit goal, you hit your profit goal. But Apex is doing what Apex is doing. They're they seem to be a good platform, good brokerage. And there's a good possibility. So see this 86.50, the low of the channel. Oh, that came up right on the low of the channel. If you see that, the high is 4,586, and I said give it 50 cents, like 4,586.5, just for a little lee room, and it would have come close on that, just barely touching the channel, and then potentially more room to the downside. We'll see, but with how much volume stepped in on this, it's gonna need a lot more volume again to break through here. We just made this a strong support. These wicks are nuts. Big wick up, big wick down. Let's kind of look at the Nasdaq, see what happened. I don't know who my viewer is. If it's Hefe, you have any questions again, man, or whoever else is, if anyone else is watching, have any questions for me? Just let me know if you end up having some questions. But overall, good trading day. Very content. Got filled. What did I get filled at? 4,594. Something around there. This little breakdown. Yeah. I'm content with it. And still really wouldn't be surprised to see more downside. It's just we have to get some volume break here. I mean, this just ate up everything. Let me go back to the other screen so you can see the 5-minute charts. This just right here on the 5-minute just took back all these gains. So I mean, I'm not taking another trade to the downside personally, and I'm not putting out any advice here either, but I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm calling it. I'll be probably calling it with what I got. There's only 45 minutes left in the day, right? Yeah, it's 3:15. FA, did you end up opening a new account, and or are you just kind of taking today for some educational or learning? My code. Do not have a code. Education. You show me your code and I come work for you. Is that is that some Wolf of Wall Street shit right there? You show me your paycheck and I come work for you. I do not have a code though. I assume like there's some affiliate program. I don't have one right now. I'll look in and contact Apex about getting that, but I don't have one as of now. But I'll be on here again tomorrow and doing the same old thing, same old I was gonna say same old day, but it's definitely not gonna be the same. Just the Thursday though. Thirsty Thursdays, ready to make some money. Kind of interested to see. I'm gonna keep watching here. I've got nothing really to do right now, so I'm gonna keep watching and see if we get some downside. Uh, yeah, but I'm sitting on my hands right now. Oh, there we go. Looks like we're trying. Hmm. Like I said before, this low of the channel. Well, these breakouts from channel, usually the breakout point, like the lower the high of the channel, can act as a good, like if it was support before, it'll act as a good resistance if there will be continuation. So considering we broke down out of the channel and then had the 4,586 level as about where the channel bottom was, and it acted as resistance. So now that's what I was looking for to likely see some more downside here. And it looks like we're getting. Looks like you ask and you shall receive type of thing. Mm -hmm. Come back above this support level too many times, and it should be acting as resistance now that we're breaking below. If we want to stay below it, you want to see this acting as a resistance now. If we keep coming back above it, then it's not going to look like the best trade to the downside. And like that, we're back above it. See, I would have after that, I think I would have lowered my stop and just been stopped out at 4,580 if I were hypothetically to be in that trade. Just a lot of chop back and forth today. So henceforth, this is why I took my profit somewhat early. I could have definitely held it out. Could have held it to the low of the channel even at 4,586. But this trend line earlier, which I'll adjust my chart. This trend line was pretty good support. Everything below got absorbed. So I was playing off the 200 SMA, the trend line, and just the fact of today's choppiness. So don't be greedy. Take your profit and get out. And that's what I did, and that's the plan I follow. Let's kind of look at what's happening with the Nasdaq. Nasdaq looks like it Just about retested its lows earlier too. It didn't really break below its 11 a.m. low. So yeah, that's just showing that we weren't gonna get a true just dump. I live in Florida. I will tell you that. I am not from Florida though. Yeah, just a lot of mixed stuff still here, so um all right, well, I'm just burning brain cells watching this thing do a whole lot of nothing and chop back and forth, and looks like it's just trying to stop people out. Like this break back above here and then dump. They were just stop hunting right here, and this break below and then not continuating or having continuation down. That's just gonna create stop hunting and stuff. I'm not looking for any employees. I appreciate the offer though. Tampa and Miami are definitely a good time. But instead of just killing some brain cells here, I'm probably gonna be getting off. I'm glad to have entertained you. I'm glad. I hope some people get some good entertainment out of this video. Some other people hopefully watch this, and I'm just trying to build a good viewer base. So tune back in tomorrow. I'll be getting on around 9:15 a.m. Just before the market opens. And yeah, I'll see you Hefe then, hopefully, and then anyone else that wants to join. Peace out.